Britain's exit the European Union without Britain. In recent international news, Britain is debating on continuing its membership in the European Union. A growing number of British citizens and politicians are questioning whether the rewards are worth the cost of the EU's membership. Britain will vote June 23, 2016 on whether to continue their membership. Free trade plus globalization equals the formation of global institutions. Absolute and comparative advantage predicts that free trade results in a country specializing and exporting in what they produce most efficiently and importing what they produce least efficiently. Free trade is a win-win because even a country that does not have absolute advantage in a product can trade if they are the least inefficient at it. Free trade fosters competition to innovate and develop better products, to keep prices low and quantity high, to increase their market share. Free trade rewards risk-taking by increasing sales, profit margins, and market shares. Companies can expand their operations, enter new market sectors, and create better paying jobs. Globalization. Advantages in technology, transport, and communications have led to the shrinking of borders. The world is trending away from distinct national economies into one global market. European Union. The European Union is a political economic union of 28 European countries formed to create a single internal market for the free trade with the goal of free movement of goods, capital, services, and people. Britain's issues with the EU. Despite the EU economy advantages, Britain has several complaints. This project focuses on the population migration issue resulting from the open border requirement between the EU countries. Britain also does not want to go to the euro as currency and has many complaints about the regulations. Britain's media loves to report that bananas cannot be too bendy, cucumbers cannot have a curve. Britain's current migration issues. Jobs. Currently, there are 2.1 million EU workers in Britain, with 800,000 arriving last year. More than half of the new job holders in Britain are Eastern Europeans, using freedom of movement rules to seek out better wages. Housing. Housing demand is outstripping supply, resulting in high house prices. EU's response was to tell Britain it must build 200,000 houses per year for immigration. Schools. Immigration has caused a strain on Britain's school system, causing a severe lack in facilities, teachers, and overcrowded classrooms. Healthcare. Britain is attracting thousands of healthcare tourists from around the EU who seek treatment they cannot get in their own country. Britain's National Health Service warns they are beginning to bleed dry by mass immigration. Immigration issues on the horizon. The Global Risk Report for 2016 cites mass involuntary immigration as the number one risk of economics. EU has extended an invitation to 5 additional countries, including Turkey, which is surrounded by countries in political upheaval such as Iraq, Iran, and Syria. Once an immigrant enters Turkey, they could go anywhere in the EU countries. Britain's solution. Britain's Prime Minister presented a list of requests for the change to the EU in February. The main points are child benefit. Migrant workers can still send child benefit payments back to their home country, but the payments will be set at the level reflecting the cost of their home country. Next, migrant welfare payments. New arrivals will not be able to claim tax credit and other welfare payments right away. Keeping the pound. Britain will never join the euro. Running its own affairs. In an EU treaty change, there will be a red card system for nations' parliaments to band together to block unwanted legislation. If 55% of the national EU parliaments object to a piece of EU legislation, it will be rethought. In conclusion, will Britain stay or go? If they do leave, will the EU remain? Will other countries follow? Or will other countries accept Britain's special treatment? We will all find out as the vote will take place June 23rd, 2016. Thank you. References.